Hello, welcome back once again. So, Prince Harry's recent visit to Australia delivered a rare blend of sporting excitement and solemn reflection, creating a day that resonated deeply with both athletes and public watching closely. So, what unfolded was not just a royal appearance, but a series of human moments that highlighted connection, warmth, and respect across very different environments. The day began on high energy note at the Western Bulldog FL headquarters during the Movember Focus event. So Prince Harry stepped into a world that was entirely new to him, taking part in Australia rules football drill alongside professional athletes. From the outset, the atmosphere was relaxed and welcoming, with the player clearly enjoying the novelty of having him joining their training session. Rather than observing from the sideline, Harry fully engaged with the experience. He ran drills, handled the ball, and shared light-hearted moments with the team as they guided him through a fast-paced nature of the sport. So Australian rules football is known for its intense speed and physical demand, and watching a member of the British royal family step into that environment with openness and humor added an unexpected spark to the occasion. So the players responded with encouragement, creating an easy sense of camaraderie that filled the training ground. And what stood out most during this visit was not just the knowledge of the moment, but the way it broke down the formal barrier. There was no stiffness or distance, just shared laughter, curiosity, and mutual respect. For the athletics, it was a memorable encounter with a global figure who was willing to participate rather than simply observe. So for Harry, it was an opportunity to immerse himself as a sports deeply woven into Australian culture. A particularly touching moment came when he was presented with a personal Western Bulldog jersey bearing the name Archie and Lilibet. So the gesture carried emotional weight as it connected the experience back to his role as a father. So the players' thoughtful tribute added a personal dimension that softened the public nature of the event. It was a reminder that beyond titles and appearance, these moments often resonate most when they reflect family, identity, and shared humanity. As the visit continued, the energy remained warm and upbeat. Conversation flowed naturally between Harry and the players with jokes and insight exchange about the sports and training routines. So the environment reflected something larger than just a celebrity visit. So it became a cultural exchange where sports serve as a bridge between different background and experience. So the Western Bulldogs' hospitality reinforced the spirit of inclusion that sporting communities often pride themselves on. However, the tone of the day shifted as Prince Harry moved from the dynamic world of sport to the solemn setting of Australian War Memorial. Here, the atmosphere changed entirely, replacing laughter and movement with resilience, reflection, and reverence. At the memorial, Harry participated in smoking ceremony, a deeply significant cultural practice that honor, cleansing remembrance, and respect for those who have passed. The ceremony set a reflective tone, grounding the visit in history and remembrance. It was a moment that requires stillness and presence, marking a stark contrast to the early excitement of the football field. So, following the ceremony, Prince Harry led a word to the all fallen soldier. This act of remembrance carried profound meaning, symbolizing gratitude and respect for those who sacrificed their lives in service. The war laying was carried out with visible solemnity, reinforcing the importance of acknowledging the cost of conflict and enduring legacy, of those who served. So witness described as a noticeable shift in atmosphere as the day moved from sport to remembrance. The contrast was powerful. One moment filled with movement, laughter, and athletic energy, and the next grounded in silence and emotional reflection. Yet, rather than feeling disjointed, the two experiences seems to complement each other, offering a fuller picture of human connection across different settings. The visit to the War Memorial serves as a reminder that public figure often carries symbolic role in moments of national significance. So Harry's participation in the ceremonial demonstrated respect for Australian tradition and an understanding of the importance of remembrance within the country's cultural fabric. So his presence added a sense of shared acknowledgement, reinforcing the universal nature of honoring those lost in war. And what made the day particularly memorable was the emotional balance it carried. The morning sporting joy highlighted the power of unity through the play and shared experience, while the afternoon solemn tribute emphasized reflection, gratitude, and collective memory. So together, these moments created a narrative of contrast that felt both complete and meaningful. So for many observers, the visit reinforced Harry's approachable and grounded manner in public engagement. Whether engaging with athletics on the field or standing in silence at the memorial, he appeared fully present in each moment. So this ability to transition between such different environments with respect and authenticity contributed to the emotional impact of the day. Events like this often stay with people not because of grand speeches or formal statements, but because of the smaller, more human interaction within them. A shared laugh during training drill, a jersey gifted with a child's name, a quiet moment of reflection beside a warrior. These are the details that linger long after the public attention moves on. And as the day concluded, the overall impression left behind was one of connection between sports and ceremony, between public life and personal meaning, and between cultures brought together through shared experience. It was reminded that even in structural and official visit, there's always room for genuine human moments to shine through. So the visit ultimately stood as a testament to how varied experience can come together to form a powerful narrative, from lively ground of the Western Bulldogs to the solemn hall of the Australian War Memorial. So Prince Harry Day in Australia captured both joy and reflection in equal measure, leaving a lasting emotional imprint on those who followed the journey. So if you like this breakdown and want more in-depth story like this, don't forget to engage with the content, like, share, subscribe. You don't miss the next powerful moment we cover.